up, YouTube? It's RSMario here, bringing you another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Indigo disc video. Alright, so of course, we have more coverage from the Indigo disc. This is part 2 of the video from yesterday. So if you want to know about all the new Pokemon and their stats, that is the video I dropped yesterday. If you want to know about, of course, the other stuff, that's the video I'm dropping today. So, of course, if you want to continue getting videos like this from me, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, do all that good stuff that YouTube requires you to do. Continue getting videos from me. Follow me at twitter.com/rsmario128. Like my video tweet, share my video tweet, and I will shout you out at this portion of the video. Let's get into the coverage. Alright, so next thing we're going to talk about, speaking of Pokemans, we're going to talk about the story. So this is the only bit I'm going to talk about here. And that is that Dokotaro doesn't necessarily fit into the story per se because he fits into an epilogue. Alright, so he's going to get an epilogue all on his own. This is the locked content that Riddler Q was talking about. You know, that everybody got kind of up in arms about. And so much so that I had to make a whole video in several shorts about how people got up in arms about the locked content. So this is the locked content for the Indigo disc. So Synchro says, like in the old Gen 4 days, Dokotaro is an event Pokemon. An item will be distributed in the future that unlocks its event where you can catch it in game. We don't know if it's officially a mythical, but considering the item is called Mythical Peach Berry, we think it's likely. So more than likely, this is the mythical for Generation 9, which that's kind of expected, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest, he looks kind of cool. He does remind me of like a weird Tapu. He's like a different version, like a different type of Tapu. Of course, it's it's Poison Ghost, like Gengar. So that's pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it has Levitate because its ability basically poison confuses you when you get poisoned. So he gonna get smacked by them good old earthquakes. But I think it's pretty cool though. I can't wait for this event. So then there are 2 other items that are unnamed and they are not in the game. So they're in the game, but they're not in the game. They're unused. So we don't know if these are going to be connected to events that come later. You know what I'm saying? Or if this is just discarded stuff. So Central says these 2 items were unused in the base game and they remain unused. According to the old leaker, there's a lot of unfinished things, including these 2 items, the PK Hex feature. Whether it's coming in the future or if it's discarded, we don't know. I think these things are coming in the future because there is one more thing that we're going to get from Pokemon as far as this game goes, other than the Dokotaro event. In February, they're going to release the OST for the game. So maybe something else is going to come out around February. And we know that is close to Pokemon Day. So I can see them dribbling out something else for this game as well. So maybe that's what it is. Or maybe, knock on wood, we get a 3rd DLC. I'll take a 3rd DLC. I'm going to be honest. All right. Shoot, if y'all want to do another 2-pack, like 2 for $30, I'll do that because you can say what you want about the DLC. I think this and Teal Mask was worth the $35. Like, it's enough content that's worth that much. Now, I wouldn't pay any more for that. All right, and honestly, they should knock that extra $5 off and just charge you $30. But to me, it seems pretty good. But one more thing. So, this one is about the Synchro Machine. Now, this one isn't really like a big update. This is just something from me personally. Synchro put out this video and this message saying, you can encounter uncatchable shinies while using the Synchro Machine. When exiting, it may reload spawns if the player is far away. So basically, you can use the Synchro Machine to sync with your Pokemon. Your Pokemon goes out there and you can see a shiny, disengage the Synchro Machine, and then go to where that Pokemon was, and they've reset the spawns. So the shiny's gone. You can lose a shiny using this rinky-dink machine. I ain't using it. Nah. Nope. Screw that. This one right here, this bit is important, okay? All right, so if you want to get the if you want to get the starter Pokemon, you actually have to contribute to the BB League. So you have to give to the Blueberry Academy. So by contributing battle points or Blueberry points or whatever they're calling them to the Academy, it unlocks different Pokemon that are going to come out in the wild, specifically the starter Pokemon. All right, and so once you give to the different parts of Blueberry Academy, that's what happens. So that's how you get the starters to pop up in the wild. And they are in the wild, so they're just wild Pokemon. So you can shiny hunt them, unlike the legends. So, all right, so now we get down to the new moves and abilities. So, depending on what happened, this is probably a second video. You know, if I was able to cram it all together, then c'est la vie, you know what I'm saying? If not, then hi, it's the next day. So we have Electro Shot. So Electro Shot, the user gathers electricity on the first turn, boosting his special attack, and then fires a high voltage shot on the next turn. This shot will be fired immediately in the rain. So basically this is kind of like Solar Beam, all right, but it increases your special attack, which is pretty cool. It's 130 base attack, which is kind of crazy. Base damage, so that's pretty crazy, and it's 100% accurate, so it doesn't miss. So that's kind of crazy. All right, I can see people using like what is it, like White Herb, that basically allows you to skip the whole charge up stage, you know, or this is going to be a whole problem on rain teams. Whole problem. So Terra Starstorm, this is Terrapagos' signature move. With the power of its crystals, the user bombards and eliminates the target. So basically, it looks like you just die. You know what I'm saying? When used by Terrapagos in its stellar form, this move damages all opposing Pokemon. So I don't know if that means that, like, it damages, like, the whole team. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or does this damage just the two Pokemon out there if you playing like VGC, you know? The next one is the Fickle Beam. So Fickle Beam is, I believe, Hydrapple's signature move. So the user shoots a beam of light to inflict damage. Sometimes all the user's heads shoots the beam in unison, doubling the move's power. So I actually said this on Twitter because people were talking to Riddler Q about it, and I basically said that, you know, the move is one of the ways you can see all the heads of Hydrapple, because it's got like allegedly like seven heads, you know. This is an 80 power, 100% accuracy dragon special attack. So a dragon move that could randomly turn into 160 base power, 100 accuracy move is kind of crazy. Burning Bulwark. So I explained this in the other video. Basically, the user's intensely hot fur protects it from attacks and also burns the attacker if it's making physical contact with it. So it's basically Spiky Shield, but with fire. Thunderclap. So we already know what that is. Mighty Cleave. The user wields the light that is accumulated atop its head to cleave the target. This move hits even if the target protects itself. So even if you bust out the Flaming Bulwark, you still catching the business from Dago, from the Mighty Cleave, baby. That's crazy. Dragon Cheer. So Dragon Cheer, the user raises its allies' morale with his Dragonic Cry, so that their future attacks have heightened chance of landing critical hits. This rouses the dragon types even more. So it basically is Lucky Chant, I believe, is the move that does this. I think you also need this move in order to evolve Diplin into Hydrapple. So once it learns Dragon Cheer, it can evolve into Hydrapple. Which, that's pretty cool. Alluring Voice. So the user attacks the target using its angelic voice. This also confuses the target if its stats have been boosted during this turn. So this right here, I can definitely see being used by lead Pokemon, because one thing you can do in competitive, right, is your lead Pokemon is either an anti-lead, which means it's there to mess up other people's leads, or it's a setup Pokemon, basically meaning it's there to set up entry hazards, or there to set up weather or terrain, or it's there to set up like to stat up so you can switch it out to like you know, some sweeper, you know. Now if they lead and they stat buff, you can bust out Alluring Voice and screw all that up. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Super Flare. Spurred by desperation, the user attacks the target. This move's power is doubled if the user's previous move failed. So basically, if you messed up your move before, this move does double power. That's kind of crazy. Supercell Slam. So the user electrifies his body and drops it onto the target to inflict damage. If this move misses, the user takes the damage instead. So basically, this is like high jump kick for electric Pokemon. It's high jump kick, essentially. You know what I'm saying? The user, Psychic Noise, we know what that one is. Upper Hand. The user reacts to the target's movement and strikes with the heel of his palm, making the target flinch. This move fails if the target is not. Oh, okay. So this is, yeah, we already know what that one is too. Now, Malignant Chain. So this is Dokotaro's move. So the user pours toxins onto the target by wrapping them in toxic corrosive chain. This may leave the target badly poisoned. Now, of course, if that happens, you get confused if you're playing against Dokotaro. So, all these moves look crazy, man. All right, especially since Smeargle back, bro. All right, I'm just telling you now, Burning Bulwark Smeargle is gonna be a thing. All right, that's gonna be a thing. Okay. So the new abilities. So the new abilities we have is only 4, so this is gonna be really quick. Terra Shift, which is Little Terrapagos' ability. When the Pokemon enters battle, it absorbs the energy around itself and transforms itself into its terrestrial form. So basically, it's like Ditto. When Ditto uses transform, like when Ditto comes out and automatically transforms, that's basically what this is. So little TP, he comes out and he transforms, and that's it. Terra Shell is Big Terrapagos' ability. So the Pokemon's shell contains the powers of each type. All damage dealing moves that hit the Pokemon when its HP is full will not be very effective. So basically, now Terrapagos is a normal type. So if you hit it with a fighting move while its HP is full, it's not very effective. So that's basically what that is. And Terraform Zero, basically, so this is Stella Terrapagos' form. So when Terrapagos changes into its stellar form, it uses its hidden powers to eliminate all effects of weather and terrain, reducing them to 0. So basically, it blocks out all weather effects. So that's interesting. I thought it would do something else, to be honest. And then, of course, Poison Puppeteer is Dokotaro's signature, his ability. And so Pokemon poisoned by Dokotaro's moves become confused. So that's it. So that's it for the coverage, unless something else has come out. You know what I'm saying? This is pretty much it. Of course, I'll be making more Indigo Disc videos. I'll be making some competitive Pokemon videos. I also have the weirdest anime video I've ever made coming out. So I'm going to need y'all support for that. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, people, keep it real.